Hi students, I am Deepak Babur. A very good morning to you. I wish you for this class better understanding and the hope that you will understand the chapter well. I welcome you to this class. Dear students, we are going to study the 6th chapter today. Some portions of the course are deleted due to COVID-19. So, number is 6th chapter. The 6th chapter is my childhood. We are going to study a very good chapter today because you know great personality APJ Abdul Kalam. He was the president of our country and he became inspirations for many people, young generation as well as old people, and he inspired to do something better or to contribute something to the development of this country. So, let us first of all understand the introduction part of this chapter. This chapter speaks about something extra in addition to the course. It speaks something extra, like it is this chapter is taken from the book, very famous book of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He himself wrote this book. The name of the book was Wings of Fire, the autobiography of APJ Abdul Kalam. It talks about his first wages. Wages means here the first earning. Suppose you are having job and you earn first month of the salary. That is your first wages or your earning. So, during this time he faced religious discrimination, especially religious discrimination means we know that in our family, in our society, some are acceptance or some are not accepted. For example, some people they are divided. Our society itself is divided into three categories like upper, lower and lowermost. Okay, we can say middle also. Yes, three categories of course, higher, the middle and lower. So, the people they are divided according to their richness or their caste, customs, traditions, and if some people discriminate, they don't accept the people as human being, they are divided on the basis of this type of social evils. So, people face lot of problems in the society to rise or to achieve something. So, in the same manner he also faced the religious discrimination because he was from Muslim background or Muslim family, and you know today people, Muslim people, they are considered something else. They are considered something else by various different categories. Was unable to overcome, but being in the Muslim family, he did not give up. He continuously worked hard to overcome it with the support of others. Yes, some people supported him who were not like traditional people. Those people were not like traditional people. They supported, means they were not having that type of narrow understanding. They were having wide understanding, and they could analyze right and wrong and how to treat people. He was motivated by the science teacher. In his school he was also guided and motivated by science teacher to undertake higher studies. Dear students, you can see the photos. He is the great personality of a country, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He has written various books. The book you can see here, You Are Born to Blossom. You are born to blossom means flower blossoms in the manner, and the other book is Turning Points. Of course, in everyone's life there are turning points. We start our life in different way. So turning points. Wings of fire. Yes, wings of, wings means birds, they are having wings, and fire, of course, you are very much familiar with the fire. So wings of fire, yes, fire. The wings are made of fire, and they flame, okay, they fly. The full name of this great personality is Abul Pakir Jainulabuddin Abdul Kalam. This is his name. His father name and all other names are included in it. Was an Indian aerospace scientist. He was a scientist. Which type of scientist? He was Indian aerospace scientist and politician also, because later on we find he became president of our country. That means he was also a part of politics. Who served as the 11th president of India. 11th president of India. From 2002 to 2007, he was president. He was born and raised in Rameshwaram. He was born and brought up in Rameshwaram, Tamil Nadu, and studied physics and aerospace engineering. This was his course he studied, and he became engineer of aerospace engineering. Wikipedia says, according to Wikipedia, it is he was born 15th October 1931, Rameshwaram. Died 27th July 2015, Shillong, when he was giving speech. It is really a good thing, or we can remember easily. When he was giving a speech on stage, at that time he had to undergo through heart attack, and he died there. So he was active, he was working, and he died. Full name, full name as I read here, the same awards: Bharat Ratna, Padma Vibhushan, and Padma Bhushan. More information you can go through this website and try to find out the information about him. Now the characters of this chapter. How many characters? There are 3 characters, many more are also there, but then some characters, they helped him to change or helped him to overcome from weaknesses like discrimination and other social evils. So they were like this. See, APJ Abdul Kalam, as a child he earned his first wages and faced religious discrimination, as I explained you in the introduction part. And the second, say, Siva Subramanya Iyer, he was the science teacher. This person, he guided him, he directed him, and he inspired him or he motivated him for the higher education. Teacher who reformed his wife by setting an example. This person, he reformed his wife by setting an example. Then Ramanandan Sastri, Kalam's close friend. This person was his close friend. During childhood, who was upset when he could not sit beside him in the class. This person, he felt very sad because he could not sit beside this APJ Abdul Kalam, and he felt very upset. Dear students, let us go through this portion: birth, child, and first earning of Abdul Kalam. I am quite sure that everybody has some memories attached to our personal life or related to our personal life, because we start our days, our months, our years, and slowly we get into childhood and then adult, and also other stages of our age. So at every age we learn something. We learn something. There are times to be happy and sad. So here also, according to this paragraph, we are going to understand Abdul Kalam's first earning. How did he earn? That is what the matter is. Born in middle class, no doubt he born in middle class Muslim family in 1931 in the island town of Rameshwaram, Tamil Nadu. This is a small place where he born. He was born in Tamil Nadu at the place Rameshwaram, and he was greatly influenced by his parents. He was influenced by his parents. There are sources, there are persons, there are people who influence us to do something good for the society, but then he himself, he influenced by his parents only, and his teachers and his friends. Yes, these are the people who contributed to make APJ Abdul Kalam. He was a great person. His father name was Jainul-Abidin, was not much educated. He was not much educated, but he was very generous and kind person, because he observed, he saw his father helping other people. Abdul inherited honesty. He inherited honesty always. Honesty is the best policy, we say. If you are honest, you will no doubt you will achieve lot of things. So be always honest. And self-discipline. If you follow these terms to honesty and self-discipline, there is nothing which can prevent you to achieve something great in your life. From his father, and faith in goodness and deep kindness from his mother. See, he learnt many things like honesty and self-discipline. He learnt from his father, and faith in goodness and deep kindness from his mother. See, goodness and kindness, these two terms he learnt from his mother. So mother and father means his parents were inspiring him all the time. His mother name was Ashima, okay, Ashama we can say, this is Ashama. He earned his first wages by working as a helper to his cousin brother. He earned his first earning when he helped his cousin. In what form? His cousin name was Samsudin. He distributed newspapers in Rameshwaram. This person distributed newspapers in Rameshwaram. At that point of time, Abdul Kalam, he helped him in distributing newspapers. When the Second World War broke out in 1939, he was only 8 years old. This time, especially this time, was very critical time and very demanding time, something demanding information, in terms of information we can say. So information and other type of information was going through newspapers. There was a great demand of tamarind also, seeds at that time. This seed, we are familiar, tamarind, at that point of time it was in demand. Then he used to collect these seeds and sell them in market. This was his task. He used to collect seeds of tamarind from other places and sell them in market. That is how he used to earn his first earning. Incidents of Abdul childhood. This is a highlighted point. Let us understand it. In every one of lives, we face ups and downs. So incidents happened. So in Abdul Kalam's life also one incident happened. He had three close friends like Ramananda Sastri, Arvindam and Shiva Prakashan. These three friends, they were from Orthodox Hindu Brahmin. Okay, these people were from Orthodox. That means in Hindi we say Kattar. That means they cannot change. They cannot be changed by other people. They will remain and they will live their life as they are taught by their old fathers and mothers, okay, grandparents. Once when he was in 5th standard, this person, he was in 5th standard, a new teacher asked him, a new teacher, that means the teacher was not familiar with APJ Abdul Kalam, asked him not to sit in the front row along with the high caste Brahmin boys, because the front row was occupied by high caste Brahmin family, Brahmin boys, and unfortunately at APJ Abdul Kalam he sat in the first row along with these boys, and this new teacher had some misunderstanding that he is supposed to not sit with the high caste Brahmin boys. Abdul found Ramananda Sastri crying when he got up and went to the last row. Okay. When this person, he got up and sat in the last row, then this person, he was crying, okay. Though he was a Brahmin, but then because of new teacher understanding, or he said, because of that he started crying. This made a lasting impression on Abdul, and you can see it made a lasting impression that today onwards I would not sit. He determined that today onwards he would not sit in the first row along with the high caste Brahmin boys. This matter was brought to the knowledge of Lakshmana Sastri. Lakshmana Sastri's father, means this person's father, name of this person, okay, he was the head priest of the Rameshwaram temple. This person was head of the Rameshwaram temple. He told the teacher that he should not spread the poison of social inequality and command intolerance in the minds of innocent children, because children are innocent. You speak whatsoever you want, but then you forget that this whatever you are speaking, it will remain in the innocent children mind, and it would create a lot of problem later on. The teacher accepted his mistake. This new teacher accepted, because he did not scold the new teacher, but then he made him sit comfortably and told him the things clearly, that these children are innocent and we should not do. Anti-casteist action of Abdul's science teacher. On the other hand, Abdul was greatly influenced by his science teacher. He was greatly influenced by his science teacher, Shiva Subramania Iyer. He learnt the lesson of breaking social barriers from him. This teacher, he taught him many things with regarding tradition, customs, and he broke many barriers from him. Okay, Iyer invited him to his home. This person, he invited Abdul Kalam to his home for a meal. One day, his wife was an Orthodox Brahmin who refused to serve food to a Muslim boy. This Abdul Kalam, he was a Muslim boy, and she refused that she would not serve food to Muslim boys. Okay, in her so-called ritual pure kitchen, because they used to sit in the place in the room and have food, and the kitchen is purely ritually pure. Okay. Ayah served him with his own hands and sat down beside him to eat his meal. But of course the wife of this Ayar, she refused. Ayar, he served food to APJ Abdul Kalam with his own hands, and he also sat with him to eat meal. He convinced his wife to serve Abdul with her own hands next time, and anyhow he was successful in convincing his wife that next time she would serve, or she has to serve with her own hands. He came, thus successfully changing the conservative attitude of his wife. So this person changed the conservative attitude of his wife. Dear students, the last point says Abdul gets permission for higher education. He gets permission for higher education from his father. For higher education, Abdul asked permission from his father to leave Rameshwaram and study at the district headquarters in Ramanathapuram. Okay, this place he wanted to visit. This place he wanted to go and have education, that is higher education. His father happily gave permission. His father was confirmed, or he was confident with regarding the attitude, with regarding the study level of Abdul Kalam, and he happily gave permission so that Abdul could develop his own career. It is said that if the children, in order to, this one he was given many examples also, like the bird, they are left alone, and parents, they go to find out food for kids, a bird. And once that is a story when the seagulls, it was left on the rock, and brothers and parents, brothers sisters, they have left, and he was alone left out there. Now he was feeling hungry and thirsty. No one is there to help him or provide water. He himself has to take some risk at his own call, at his own level, and find out food. So that is how he learnt how to find the food. Okay, that is a story in previous chapters we have already completed. And also in foreign, okay, abroad, children after 12 standard, they are left out alone, and they are asked by parents that you need to stand on your own foot and you have to find out your future, because we cannot be all the time with you. Like Abdul Kalam also gave many examples, and his father happily permitted him to go to headquarter place and study and continue his higher education, so that Abdul could develop his own career. Yes, dear students, we need to develop our own career. We need not depend on our parents, our friends. His father convinced his hesitant mother. Okay, mother was little bit hesitant, but his father was capable to convince his mother also by quoting like Khalil Gibran, okay, who had said that the parents are a means for children. Parents are only means. Children come into this world through parents, and they are only means. And after that, what? Means for children to become independence for them, and they don't belong to the parents themselves. See, line is a very, very good line said. He said, who had said that the parents are means, they are only mediator, they are only means for children to become independence, because ultimately parents permit children to go out for the higher education, or for any risk they want to take. Parents are the mediator, they will give permission to take any risk and to become independence for them. And they don't belong to the parents themselves. Even parents, they come into this world through parents, but then they are still or they don't belong to parents themselves. Parents need not to worry about their children. So this is how we are going to complete this lesson. I also request you to go through the book and try to understand this chapter. At least many adults and young ones, they were inspired by this personality, and I am sure you will read and get some type of good impression and inspiration from this great personality. The message he has given, Dr. Kalam conveys to his readers in My Childhood. What is the message? Message to this chapter, one of the communal harmony, tolerance, acceptance, then broad-mindedness and brotherhood. These are the terms. While our society is infected by prejudices of religious, no doubt, prejudices and discriminations, our society is completely affected by this. Caste and status is essential to confront such discrimination also and put an end to it. Despite being Orthodox Muslims, Kalam's family provided boats with a special platform for carrying idols of the Lord from temple to the marriage site during the annual Sri Sita Ram Kalyana ceremony. His mother and grandmother told him stories about the Ramayana and from life of the prophet also. Even the Orthodox Brahmins fought against barriers of religion and caste as done by Lakshman Shastri and Shiva Subramaniam Iyer. This was the message from APJ Abdul Kalam. Let us go through some questions. The last, I have said some questions, 2 questions for you to think and try to understand. Do we think to contribute something to the development of our society? We do a lot of things for our family, brothers and sisters, but then do we contribute something to the development of our society? Our society also needs to be developed all the time. The second question is, are we ready to help the needy? Yes, there are people in this world, needy and poor people, but we all the time, we sometimes ignore, we don't try to help them. So this is the question, are we ready to help the needy or one who is in trouble at any time? This is the question, okay? Try to think over it and write your own answer. Thank you very much for listening.